Hey mamas, we are trying to do something that has never been modeled for us. For you, that might be homeschooling, but even more important than that, I also did not grow up in a Christian home. So sometimes just feel really lost when it comes to how do I teach my kids about prayer, about the characteristics of God? How do I open up opportunities for them to have their own interactions and their own experiences with God? How do I lead a family Bible study? All these things that were never modeled for me. Maybe that's you. Let me know down in the comments, or if you just feel as lost as I do sometimes when it comes to guiding our children in the way they should go. I just continue to pray for God's wisdom and guidance, and have stumbled across some fabulous resources that we've used so far and wanted to share them with you. First up is the Anchored Foundation series from Non-Consumed, and this series was really nice just to hit the basics. So there's several different studies in here. One goes through the Old Testament books, one goes through the New Testament books, so it gives them an overview of the whole Bible as a whole. It also includes the Rock of Salvation, so the foundations of a Christian life, Immeasurable Treasure, and that study is all focused on the characteristics of God. And then there's also Strong Roots, which is a study all about God's love and the different characteristics of his love. This was really awesome to give them a good foundation, I feel, that we can go from there. This Bible study has options for different age ranges. So I was able to get 2 different levels that I did do individually with my 2 older kids. And at the time that worked really well since they were at 2 very different levels. Since then we have moved to doing a more family style Bible time. We did a family study all about the Passover from the Peaceful Press. And this is probably a whole other video in itself, why someone who is not a Jew and a Bible believing Protestant Gentile Christian would celebrate Passover. But I just really encourage you, if you have not studied or delved into a biblical feast, please do so. Celebrating Passover and having our own family Passover meal, I cannot tell you how impactful it was. Set a tone of just peace in our home. The meal itself, with all of its elements, it really demonstrated how God showed his love for his people in the Old Testament, and how he shows his love to us by sending his son Jesus to die for us, and that he rose again, and that he has that same love for us still today. Following that, we did a creation study from Brighter Day Press. And this is just such a beautiful, simple study going through the days of creation. We did combine it with her Watercolor series for creation. It was just a lot of fun and a great study to do as well as a family. Currently, during our morning time, and I talked about this in a recent video, we are going through Rooted from Treehouse Schoolhouse, a great next level for my kids, and like I've said in past videos, just have set a wonderful tone for our day. And for this Christmas, we do plan on doing an Advent study, and this is also from Brighter Day Press. So when it comes to Bibles that we've used, we definitely have our Bible that we read from. We also do have the illustrated Bible. This is one of the favorites that I had found. We decided to go with this one just because not only are the illustrations absolutely gorgeous, but I really felt like the story stuck to the truth of scripture. You know, some illustrated children's Bibles can make the stories kind of floofy, but I feel like this illustrated Bible really kept to the root and the meat of the story and still made it tangible for kids. Now, some of my favorite illustrated books when it comes to just instilling faith in my kids, this is definitely one of the top ones. It's the Lightlings. And not only is it just beautifully illustrated, but it has so much scriptural truth, and it's just a beautiful woven allegory of scripture. And I'll link it down below, but there's also an animated YouTube video that just does a wonderful job in telling this beautiful story. The other one we really love is The Little Pilgrim's Progress. We have the whole set. You will get so wrapped up in this story along with your kids. The first day we got it, my kids, I think we read through the whole thing of the first book and then into the second. We got these several months back, and this is always the one that they request for bedtime. It's beautifully illustrated and it is just so rich and just scriptural truth. You and your kids are just gonna love and get so pulled into the story. And these are just ones that we've come across so far. Let me know down in the comments what are some of your favorite resources, Bibles, stories when it comes to just shepherding our child's hearts.